Hello, this is Bridget Rau with Divine Essentials. Alright, we're going to do a reading and we'll see some different things, and then there'll be an extended version for those of you who are resonating with this. This is going to be just a general reading to see like what comes through. Alright, oh, and yesterday I got this deck, I forget the name, Legacy, and on the thing that came with it, it said Heidi, but it was actually Kristen who sent it, so thank you very much, Kristen. Very much appreciate it. Alright, so let's just dive in, and I'm going to use my cards real quickly just to see what does this person want to say. I hate when your attention is focused on other people. I get extremely jealous. And on the bottom of this deck, we have the root chakra, physical blockages surrounding safety and security. So I'm picking up like whoever you're connecting with, whoever the person is that you're asking about, they may have some insecurities surrounding like what they have. Okay, because our root chakra is about like, you know, our basic stuff, like, you know, that reptile part of our brain that gets like all weirded out about, are we going to have enough food? Are we going to have a nice place to live? Things like that. So whoever you're connecting with could have issues surrounding that, or they could just really be like not in the moment, because this is also about just being in the moment instead of worrying about what has already happened or whatever this person thinks about like for the future. And so this person could either be fearing right now that like your focus is on somebody else, and it could be due to the fact that they think there's somebody else that is able to provide more to you, or they're just like thinking like future wise that there's something going on where they won't be able to provide to you in the way that somebody else would. And for others, it could just be that they don't like whatever's going on right now. Like if say you work with this person and you're talking to other people, or if you've been dating other people, it's like it's triggering this person. For some of you, this could even just be them seeing you like interacting with others, maybe on social media or in real life, whatever. There's just something around this energy that this person feels like your attention is focused elsewhere. And for some of you, it's due to their basic stuff. And others, I think, it's just more so they're focused, like, they're just not in the moment of thinking, like, oh, everything's fine. So let's see what else is coming out for this. Queen of Wands. Alright, so this goes along with this energy here. With the Queen of Wands, she's like that sexy queen. She's very magnetic. She's very seductive. So you could be flirting with other people right now, or you could just be, you know, in that sexy energy, just like really pulling people into you. You may not even be trying to do anything. You may not be focusing on other people, but other people may be focusing on you. You could have that like, just that magnetic type of presence. And so this person could be getting triggered by that, thinking things. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is about, again, ultimate fulfillment. So I really am picking up here that for some of you, this person is being triggered out of fears of like not having enough to like give to you, and others they're just getting triggered by the idea of you giving your attention to others. All right, and so these two things could go hand in hand, but I am picking up the fact that it may not have anything to do with each other. All right, some of you it's just this, and others it's like a combination of this. Or just this, okay? It doesn't have to be. So if you know your person's secure financially and they're not really worried about being able to provide a Ten of Pentacles type of experience, it may more be surrounding this. And if you know your person, like you haven't been talking to other people, they don't even know who you talk to, it's probably this, okay? So those are ways for you to figure that out. On the bottom of the deck here, I do have the Four of Wands. So it may just be something that's blocking them from being able to come into a union with you. Again, either way. Let's see what else they have to say. You came on too strong and too fast. Alright. So, you may have been in the Queen of Wands energy when you met this person, but really, the Queen of Wands isn't like that. The Queen of Wands doesn't have to be like that. for some of you are picking up that they weren't ready for like the magnetic energy that you brought to them, or maybe you weren't in your Queen of Wands energy. Maybe you were more, you know, in a place of being fearful that this could even be vice versa. Like you could have thought their attention was focused on other people, so you were getting triggered and trying to get them to give their time and attention to you. And you may have been pushing too hard to go for that Ten of Pentacles. You know, like the Ten of Pentacles is our ultimate fulfillment. It's having that person for the rest of our life. It's having all of the fancy dancy things that go along with, you know, your dream world, your nice perfect home in the perfect place. So I am picking up for some of you, you may have been in this energy of being like, oh, being triggered and wanting to like fast forward it to this. And that may have been an issue here. But let's see what else they have to say. I wish we could start over. So this goes along with that perfectly. I feel like they wish they could start over because maybe now they've had some time to come to, you know, experience your energy, or they could just be kind of magnetically pulling to you, or maybe you've pulled yourself away and are focused on other people, and they're like, wait, I don't want your attention completely gone. I don't want your attention like full force on me, but I don't want it completely gone either. Okay. Anything else that this person would like to say? Empath. All right, so this isn't something they're saying, but this is empath. You're both being drained by those around you in negative situations. So the intention behind this card is basically most of the people on these journeys, if you're on like a twin flame journey, you do have sensitivity. A lot of times you may not even know that you're being drained by things like, I'm going to the movies tomorrow night, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I haven't seen a movie in so long, like in the theater, because empaths, like that is something that can drain us, okay? It's like, it just kind of pulls, like if there's violence, like it doesn't even have to be real violence. So like watching news, going to the movies, seeing violent movies, being in an area where people just have a lower vibration, or just like not having high enough boundaries up and like always saying yes to people and always doing things you don't want to do, can really pull from you energetically and make you feel not good enough. You know, like it can mess with your root chakra because you're giving away your power. So I am picking up for that energy, that this is something that's impacting the both of you, and the person you're dealing with may not have any clue about it, because you may know, you may understand that you're an empath and that you have to have like protective energies. And even though a lot of times, even when you know this, you still get drained by other people, because a lot of times empaths have a hard time saying no. So this may be something that's impacting you guys negatively at this time, where you're going to want to start establishing those better boundaries in your life. And you may even, I feel like, have to establish boundaries with each other, okay? Especially for those of you where this was an issue. If you do start over with this person, you may want to, you know, have boundaries set up with them, so that they know and you know like what works and what doesn't work, okay? And the Emperor popped out. So I am feeling like whoever you're connecting with here, it's like they need to step into their Emperor energy. Some of them could have already been in their Emperor energy or coming into their Emperor energy, but I'm feeling like more so, if somebody's feeling this way, like you're, you know, like the Emperor wouldn't care. They wouldn't get triggered by that. They wouldn't get jealous. They would be like in their power. They would know that it doesn't matter if like your attention is on other people, because they're the Emperor. And the Emperor wouldn't be worried about, you know, the root chakra safety and security. Like they're very strong, very confident. They know they can provide. So that's what I'm feeling like for some of you. They may be getting drained. They may be getting like blech, and that's calling them to have to stand in that Emperor energy. And then I have Nine of Pentacles here, which is that single pre-Empress energy, which does kind of go along with this Queen of Wands. So you may be in this energy. You really may be opening up and kind of exploring other offers, or you may be just kind of taking your attention off of this. And that can be causing like the Emperor in reverse, which is what I'm picking up here. So the Emperor in reverse is a little controlling, or a little like they would be the one that's jealous. They would be the one that would be like, meh, no. So if you're in this Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, sexy, confident energy, you're going off, you're doing your thing, that may be causing this person to feel reversed, and that can mess with their value, okay? may make them feel like they're not good enough. So it may not have anything to do with finances. It may just have to do with how they feel about themselves. Because again, the Emperor would, if you're in this energy, you're attracting this. Somebody's going to offer you that final pentacle, that final piece. Somebody's going to show up to be the Emperor in your life to make you the Empress. So for some of you, you could have other offers coming towards you that are bringing this to you. And for some of you, this person could just be nervous that they're not going to be able to do that. Or they could just be nervous that they're not ready for that because of the you came on too strong too fast. So you'll probably be able to know. Like if your person's good, financially and all of that, they're probably not worried about the financial aspect, but they could be just worried about the commitment part and know that this pre-empress isn't going to put up with little page offers, isn't going to put up with just flimsy stuff. They're not going to want to be left out in the cold like this. This Nine of Pentacle pre-empress woman is headed towards the star, and she knows that whoever makes this offer towards her is going to be making a 10 of Pentacle offer. Okay, so it's like the page. This energy here is more of like that vulnerable, authentic type of offering, but it comes from like an emperor. It's that final piece that is brought there. So if you have one that's in reverse, that's not what they're bringing. They're bringing their insecurities. They're bringing, this drained energy. They're bringing something that is just afraid of commitment or just going to leave you like this. It's like they're not going to be able to fulfill what you're looking for, which is your wishes coming true, you rising up into this star energy and having your 10 of Cups, your ultimate happiness, your ultimate fulfillment. All right. So let's see what else this person is, thinking about right now. What is this person thinking about in regards to you? The Lovers. So this person feels like you are their counterpart. Right, they may be trying to make a decision in love. I just picked up the deck and I have Judgment staying behind on the table. So they could be trying to make a final judgment if they're in another connection with somebody else. Or if you guys have just been separated from each other, they may be trying to make the decision to come back around. But they're definitely being impacted by some fear. Yeah, we got the Six of Cups, so they're nostalgic. So this person's thinking about the past with you. They're thinking about, maybe making a decision in regards to this connection. And I definitely feel like they want to speak to you and have a new beginning with you, but there's fears. Okay, and again, those fears are either coming from a state of, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, or I'm not ready for this commitment. I'm not ready to go from where we're at to being at that 10 of Pentacles. Okay? So pretty clear-cut message coming through here. And if it's your story, it's your story. If it's not, then maybe next time. So let's see what needs to heal. I looked over and we got the inner child on the bottom of the deck. Let me see if one of the healing cards comes out. Well, I miss your touch and your love. So this person is missing you, going along with that nostalgic type of energy there with the, whatchamacallit, Six of Cups. It's either one of these. Trying to overcome my issues surrounding commitment and intimacy, and I need you to love me as I am. So these are actually perfect for everything that's coming through here. So I feel like that's what needs to heal. Is this, for a lot of you, this is all it is. I don't think it's necessarily that, a lot of you are off like being, giving all your time and attention to others. This is probably if you're dating or if you're in a marriage or something or in another relationship. But for other, actually, it could, yeah, because commitment, intimacy. So some of them, what needs to heal is their fear surrounding being open and intimate with somebody. All right. They may miss you. They may care about you. They may want to be there with you. But they have some sort of issue about opening up and expressing that. And then others, it's basically just the commitment thing is the big issue here. So let me see what Spirit has to say about like healing that. You know what? Let me grab this. What does this person need to do to get over their fear of commitment or intimacy? Secret temptation, being led astray, and then between worlds, new direction. So basically, this needs to be on them to make a decision. All right, they need to get empowered. This is all that like solar plexus energy. I feel like what this, for some of you guys, it's just that they're afraid of commitment because they want to leave their options open. They want to be able to date multiple people. They want to be able to go out and do what they want when they want. And that's not like what you're probably looking for. You're probably looking for somebody that isn't going to be led astray from you, or somebody that's going to have like all these temptations around. So I feel like they're in between these two worlds right now, where it's like some of them want to show up for you and be, you know, that emperor, or it's like they just don't want to lose you, but they also aren't ready for the final thing here, you know. So the turtle for me too is about going slow. The best thing for you, I think, with this was like, if you were to start over with this person, if this person were to come back in, try to take it slow, but again, establish those boundaries of saying like, okay, I'm okay with taking it slow. We don't need to go from, you know, not talking to being boyfriend, girlfriend, but I need to know that you're not like sleeping around, because you are an empath and you're going to pick up everybody else's energies that they're connecting with. If you want to like truly date me, then date me, and we'll see where it goes, where it leads. And, you know, if you're going to start sleeping, like, I feel like this is the thing. If you two are sleeping together, they shouldn't be sleeping with anybody else. If they're sleeping with other people and they want to date you, don't sleep with them, because your energy is going to get mixed up into that. So they need to respect you, and they need to respect your boundaries. And for a lot of you, I know if they're sleeping with somebody else, you're not even going to entertain it. You can date people without sleeping with them, you know, like see where it goes. Give it a couple of months to see like if you want to get intimate with them. And I know for a lot of you guys have already been intimate with this person, so that may be difficult, but you need to establish some sort of boundary and say, if you're wanting to have, you know, to be intimate with me, I need to know that you're not being intimate with a billion other people. All right, so that feels like something that could help to heal this connection, or to just help you guys so that you're not rushing things and you're not getting hurt. You're not having this person take advantage of you and, you know, bring in a whole bunch of other people into the mix. And if they're going to be dating other people, put it out there that you're going to be dating other people, because they're probably not going to like that, okay? Even if you don't really want to, just, again, you don't have to be sleeping with people to date people. You can make new friends. You can go out and have new experiences in your world. And in doing so, you may find that how other people treat you on dates is like much better than what this person's treating you. So it could teach you more of those boundaries, or realizing what your value and your worth is. And for some of you, you may end up being between your own worlds, or being led astray from this into something that is going to be better for you. So it depends on who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with somebody that you truly have this deep, deep soul connection with, that probably won't be the case. But for those of you that it's just been somebody that you've been like, because I get readings all the time from people who it's like, well, we're kind of like, you know, it's not like a twin flame. So you may find that somebody else shows up in your life when you start establishing those boundaries, and you start like putting out a vibration that will bring somebody in that isn't going to be freaking out about commitment and intimacy. Somebody that wants to be intimate with you, somebody that wants to like settle down, or not be being strayed from you, may actually help you to do the things in your own life that you're wanting, you know, help you to come into this wish fulfillment of finding that 10 of Cups. All right, so just be mindful that my readings are for twin flames and soulmates. And then shield your energy, look beneath the surface. Again, that's coming in with that empath energy. I really feel like some of you could actually have been dealing with somebody that's been just draining you, okay? So it's like a split. Some of you are dealing with an eternal union, somebody that like you're always going to care about, you're always going to love, and others may have been dealing with something that you need to protect yourself from. And it can be vice versa. Like you may be draining them in some way. You really just have to get honest with yourself and think about these things and feel it out. Is this somebody that's been leading you astray from what you know is true? Has this person been leading you astray from true love, from an eternal love? Have you been slowing yourself down by not going in a new direction and opening yourself up to somebody who really wants to be there? So yeah, Hangman's on the bottom of this deck. So it's time to get, you know, looking at things in a new perspective, flipping this around, and start swinging yourself out of the energy that has been not so good for you, okay? And when you do that, when you rise up and you have those boundaries and everything, things come to fruition better. Yeah, you start transforming your life. You start transforming your connections. When you transform your energy and you really know your worth and you really know what you want, and you're not afraid to speak on it, and you're not rushing things, and you're not being, you know, treated badly, you go through that major transformation, you go through that death process, and then you start attracting into you exactly what you're wanting. The Chariot is like, you know, that fast moving, but it's that commitment energy. It's like somebody who wants to carry their home on their back, so you bring this energy into you. Is there anything else that we have coming through here? Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. So again, when you're that Queen of Pentacles, you're going to attract somebody in that wants to be the King of Pentacles, that wants to give you equally, all right? Somebody that's very valuable, you're very valuable, and she knows her value, she knows her worth, she has very good boundaries, but she's also very loving and nurturing, but she's so confident and strong, especially with the mix of that Queen of Wands energy. She's not worried. She doesn't need to rush things. She doesn't need, you know, validation from outside. She knows her value. She knows she's sexy. She knows she's confident. She knows that there's plenty of people out there who are going to see that within her. And so she just attracts into her somebody to love and nurture. Somebody that wants to show up for her in that way. So again, try to focus on your value. The best thing you can do right now is just keep focusing on having boundaries and being the best version of yourself, taking that next level commitment to yourself so that you're not staying stuck and you can move towards your happy ending instead of feeling like this. Because again, some of you, this may have been on your side. You may have been feeling kind of like blockages, not feeling very secure, and that may have been why you were trying to rush things before. But when you rise into your star energy, you don't really look outside of yourself anymore, because you're already established within yourself. You already have everything you need. You just would like somebody else to share it with you. And when you have somebody else show up to share with you equally, that's when you have that ultimate fulfillment. That's when everything comes together. But you want to make sure whoever's showing up to give you that final piece of the puzzle is coming from a place of truth and integrity. Somebody that is going to have that eternal love, that isn't going to drain you. You don't need to protect yourself from, isn't leading you astray from the divine, isn't leading you astray from who you truly are at your core and having those values, and isn't going to keep you in between worlds, you know, waiting and wondering what's going on here. You know, so it's at the end of the day, it's your decision to get strong and stand there in your truth and make sure you're attracting to you the person that's supposed to be there. All right, that Strength card is number 8. It's that infinite energy again. So who's going to be there for that infinite flow of abundance? Who's going to stand in their power with you? Who's going to be vulnerable with you? Who's going to be truthful with you? Who's going to bring this energy in the right energy? Who's going to be the emperor that provides, protects, stands tall and strong, and wants this beautiful, valuable queen by their side, not just because of their sexual prowess and energy, but because they see the value of who this woman is, and that's what attracts them to her in that way. And the more you feel this, the more sexy you're going to be. Okay, so just try to keep doing that energy and working on that and attracting to you who's supposed to be there. So what I'm going to do is jump over onto Vimeo to see if this has been resonating for you. What else does this person have to say to you? What do you want to, what to expect over the next 4 weeks with the person? And then guidance about the final outcome of this relationship, okay? So if you'd like to join me, that link will be down below. If not, thank you for joining me this far. In Mune, namaste.